Good evening. Welcome to CityCast. This is Arshia Agarwal.
And I am Shubham Chauhan.
We wish all our viewers a happy Women's Day. Here are the headlines for today.
India has a workforce of 47 crores in which 17% leadership roles are held by women. However, women workers are facing increasing health concerns in garment factories. Our reporter Arshia Agarwal tells us more.
A report by International Journal of Advanced Community Medicine shows that women workers in the garment factories are facing increasing health concerns like musculoskeletal disorders, which is faced by 52%.
घंटों काम करते हैं फिर भी पैसे कम मिलते हैं, कमर में दिक्कत रहती है, लेकिन कुछ किया नहीं जा सकता क्योंकि ये भी ज़रूरी है.
The city has 12,000 factories with 80% women in it. They sit and stand for long hours, lift heavy objects, do repetitive work with back bend, which develops these issues.
ಗಾರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಮಿಷಿನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಲೈಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮಿಷಿನ್ದು ಮೋಟ್ರು ಹೀಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಏನು ಬಂದು 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಕೂತ್ರೆ 5:30ವರೆಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಗೂ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಅವರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಒತ್ತಡದಿಂದ ಈ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನದಾಗಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ.
Managers, however, say that the condition in factories is perfectly fine.
इनएक्सपेक्ट ईयरली 6 मंथ 3 मंथ्स को एक बार विजिट देते रहते हैं. तो लेबर का क्या प्रॉब्लम रहता है उनके बारे में इंक्वायरी करने को.
However, workers say that no proper inspections are being done.
ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂದು ಏನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ವಿಸಿಟು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಚೆಕ್ಕು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಬಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
Workers say that they are not able to live in proper conditions and a lot of them are getting many diseases due to the unhealthy working conditions in garment factories. This is Arshia Agarwal reporting for CityCast. While the working conditions for women in factories is not ideal, we talk to students and find out that there is no data for internal complaints committee across colleges in Bangalore. Our reporter Ahana Prakash with more on that.
UGC says they have no data for sexual harassment cases and a functioning internal complaints committee. There are 327 colleges affiliated with UGC in Bangalore. However, the data on these committees is still missing. A survey by the Students Outpost shows 33% students not being aware about having an ICC. This leads to many unreported cases.
A classmate of mine tried harassing me or molesting me, and I really had no one to go and to tell them that something like this has happened to me and I am suffering. I had no one to go to and to address my problem and to talk to my professor or anything, because there was nothing like that in our college, or I had no idea.
The UGC has mandated all universities to create an ICC under Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act.
Punishment is, yes, they would be asked, they would be questioned, and we'll communicate with them, and immediately we'll ask them to have a set.
According to a UGC report, 11 sexual harassment cases have been registered in Karnataka in 2020 under ICC, and all of them have been resolved.
There is no data being reported. That does not mean that sexual harassment is not happening. And that is why the importance of an IC committee is needed, where these cases are heard in a just manner.
There exists a power imbalance between teachers and students in colleges. Hence, there is a greater need to have ICC in every college to address students' issues and have approachable representatives. This is Ahana Prakash reporting for CityCast.
The number of men opting for permanent methods of contraception has halved in the last 5 years. Our reporter Rishabh Rai tells us more on this.
Only 4 to 5 men have opted for vasectomy in urban Bangalore last year, says a doctor from the National Family Planning Association. The recent National Family Health Survey shows that there is a 4% rise in the number of men who think contraception is women's business.
According to last 5 years, we are seeing that the men who are undergoing for sterilization, it is decreased only. Yearly, it will be around 10 cases we are getting before.
Oh.
Now it is reduced to 4 to 5 like that. The most of the families are, they want only women to get sterilization.
The use of surgical methods or permanent contraception many a time result in complications, especially among women who have previously had surgeries.
I cannot. In my family, we cannot do this. I don't want to. And what is the reason to do this?
Also, close to 35% men in Karnataka think women who opt for contraception tend to have more sexual partners.
ನನಗೆ 3 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮದುವೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಂಡ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. I don't know what risk is.
An increased number of men have become apprehensive towards contraception and they also carry misinformation in Karnataka. This is Rishabh Rai reporting for CityCast.
Air pollution levels in the city exceed World Health Organization safety standards by 7 times. Our reporter Shubham Chauhan tells us more.
A report by Greenpeace India shows the city's pollution level fell from 40 microgram per cubic meter in 2019 to 30 microgram per cubic meter in November 2021. This, however, is 7 times more than WHO standards and despite pandemic-induced lockdowns. The report cites construction activity as the primary reason for the same.
It is very difficult to travel with increasing air pollution. The more that I go out, I expose myself to the polluted air and it increases my chances of getting an asthma attack.
Bangalore ranks 4th out of 10 southern cities whose air pollution levels are more than WHO standards. The top cities in these rankings include Vizag and Hyderabad. In Bangalore, meanwhile, Bapuji Nagar, a commercial area, is the highest contributor at 40 microgram per cubic meter in the particulate matter 2.5 limit, which is followed by Pina, an industrial area which is at 35 microgram per cubic meter. Media reports show the city saw 12,000 deaths due to air pollution in 2020 itself. Environmentalists say there is a need to make urban transport more accessible to tackle air pollution.
Unfortunately, if you see the city and how we are developing the city and the infrastructure is totally like supporting the private vehicles. We have to build the transport system which can give more attention to the people and not the car.
Industries, which is a major source of pollution, say they have measures in place to keep the pollution levels intact.
There are air filters which are maintaining their own respective factories. Pollution Control Board also is taking preventive measures. Air pollution is under control.
The report also emphasizes on the need to have green spaces in the city and also engage with citizens to tackle high levels of air pollution. This is Shubham Chauhan reporting for CityCast. We'll be back after a short break. On the other side, we look at accessibility of public transport for the differently abled.
Welcome back. BMTC buses in the city are not accessible for physically challenged people. Our reporter Prantika Ghosh tells us about the ground reality.
Only 4 out of 22 bus stations have ramps and customized wheelchair for physically challenged people. This makes it very difficult for them to board the buses in peak hours.
So many steps is there. So door width is also very small. So you cannot go to inside in width. But we cannot shifting in other wheelchair to in width is very small.
Government data suggests that there are 30 lakh people with disabilities in the state. BMTC official says lower floor buses which are designed for physically challenged people get damaged due to bad road conditions.
The buses have two exclusive seats for challenged people and there is stational pass facility for them. Major bus stations ramps are available. Space for wheelchair is not available as of now. Folding type they can carry, but not a big wheelchair.
Expert says that BMTC is not focusing on universal access for people with varied kind of disabilities. Although NGOs have registered many complaints regarding that with BMTC, but no solution is given to them yet.
Is there only ramp and rail like that? On the updated disability. Only railing ramp is not accessibility, no. Visual impaired is there, hearing impaired disability is there. Another being the universal access.
Accessibility to BMTC buses for physically challenged people still remains an unaddressed issue. This is Prantika Ghosh reporting for CityCast Bangalore.
Most schools in Bangalore do not have playgrounds. Our reporter Subhashri Mohapatra tells us more.
Around 20% of government upper primary schools in Bangalore do not have playgrounds. Even the playgrounds in other schools do not measure up to 1 acre, which is mandated under the state sports policy. Even though student wants to play outdoor sports, they are asked to play indoors.
I like games like skipping, volleyball, jumping. I like outplaying games.
The Government of India have mandated physical education in 2018. Teachers says that students are lagging on their physical fitness without a proper playground. Karnataka Knowledge Commission asked the teachers to take students to a playfield that is within 2-kilometer radius. Teachers found it difficult and unsafe. Taking the things into consideration, the Department of Public Instruction withdrew the proposal. Karnataka is one of the first states to implement the new education policy. It is trying to mandate sport as a subject in the school curriculum. However, experts think that this could be a problem in the current situation.
बहुत सारे स्कूल हैं जहाँ पर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अवेलेबल नहीं होगा फॉर आप एजुकेशन पे वो आप प्रैक्टिकलिटी पे प्रेशराइज कर रहे हैं बट उसका जो एकेडमिक पर्सपेक्टिव है उसको लेके भी एक पॉलिसी बनाई जानी चाहिए तो इट्स नॉट अबाउट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इट्स आल्सो अबाउट द मैन पावर
Academician says that sports education can help students in their holistic development. This is Subhashri for CityCast, Bengaluru.
We will be back after a short break.
Welcome back. The demand for wood-pressed oils over refined oils has increased in the last 2 years. Our reporter Saili Patil tells us more.
The demand for wood-pressed oil has increased by 3 to 4% after COVID. The minimum cost of 1 liter oil is 300 rupees, whereas the same quantity of refined oil costs around 150 rupees. Despite it being more expensive, there has been an increase in the sales of organic oil.
Anything cold pressed is obviously healthy and it's not refined. It is not distilled and all that. Otherwise, if you keep on distilling and filtering it, like a refined oil, the goodness goes away.
According to the surveys by Milsaga, the market size of wood-pressed oil is 3 to 4% of the total oil manufacturing industry. It is expected to grow by 6.5% by 2026.
It was somewhere between 1.5 to 2%. It must be around 3 or just above 3 now. But slowly it's going upwards, which is good for everybody.
Even if it is available easily in the grocery stores, the consumer base of wood-pressed oil is limited to middle class and upper middle class families.
ಆದರೆ ಇದು ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅದು 2 ಲೀಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಅದೇ ಸನ್ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Dietitians and nutritionists suggest wood-pressed oils to their clients because it is rich in essential nutrients and are free from harmful chemicals.
There is no heating, there is no oxidation of oil, and whatever is the inherent property of the seeds comes directly into the oil. They help you to digest these vitamins into the body in the process of weight loss.
The wood-pressed oils are certified by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. This gives the customers an assurance about the quality check of the product. This is Saili Patil reporting for CityCast.
The growing pet care industry in India has become a great avenue for Indian manufacturers. Our reporter Shripana Roy finds that these products are more affordable.
With products like snout butter, massage oils, ice creams, or even breakfast muesli, Indian pet care brands today offer a variety of products to meet with the huge demand in India. Brands say that customers spend up to 2,000 rupees during their purchases. They notice up to 2-fold increase in the demand in the last 2 years. Most products are made with high-quality, locally sourced raw materials, which are better alternatives to the imported counterpart.
The label of the treat, and then when you look at it in, maybe you Google it and you wonder, why would I put that in my dog?
Pet parents opt for these Indian brands as they are easily available both in stores and online.
Products like CBD oil or green lip mussel powder was previously not available and I had to import them, but currently they are easily available and they are much more cost effective.
It is estimated that the pet care market will grow at a rate of 7% in the next 5 years. Manufacturers believe that the demand of species-appropriate medication has led to more players entering the industry.
There means doctors prescribe human medicine to the dog also. In the low amount of doses came out and dog sectors. If a market I can say because it's rising up day by day.
With the increase in pet adoption in India, Indian brands have become the one-stop shop for pet parents. This is Shripana Roy reporting for CityCast.
That is all for today. Thank you for watching.
For more stories, you can log on to our website citycast.in.